This is NDTV, and you're watching Classics.
The Potala Palace in Lhasa, already a popular tourist site. In coming months and years, this palace is likely to see a massive influx of tourists thanks to the Qinghai-Tibet Railway, which is opening Tibet to the rest of the world like never before. As the first Indian TV team on this wonderful train, sometimes described as a modern-day engineering wonder, we had a first-hand experience of traveling across the roof of the world. Let's go and see what kind of experience we had. Lieutenant Peter Chang is on a 3-week holiday. Ordinarily, he would have spent the leave somewhere near his post in northeastern China. But this time, Chang could not resist taking a ride on the spanking new train to Lhasa.
我去就是这次来西藏主要是休假，利用休假的机会，然后带女朋友一起来，了一个心愿，很早前就想来。这个铁路一修好以后，正好提供这个机会，完了想亲身感受一下青藏铁路的这个风光，还有这个西藏的魅力。
Lieutenant Chang is not alone in grabbing the first available opportunity to take the train ride to Tibet. J.C. Wang, like Chang, is a long way off from southeastern China's Fujian province. This is the young entrepreneur's first trip to Tibet, again made possible by the Qinghai-Tibet Railway, also known as the Sky Train, since most of its journey is above 4,000 meters, allowing curious tourists like Chang and Jesse to make their first journey to the mysterious spiritual land that is Tibet. Till June this year, getting to Lhasa meant either a long and hard road journey or an expensive air one. But now ordinary Chinese and Tibetans can travel to Tibet at half the cost of an air ticket. For many like Jesse, it is a long-time dream come true.
This is the first time for me to go to Tibet, and going to Tibet is a long desire for me. So this time the dream come true. So I feel very happy on this train because it's the first trip to Tibet, and I just want to experience the wonderful scenery, the culture, and the religion and the people.
It's a long 30-hour journey even from Lanchao in western China's Gansu province to Lhasa. But the train is comfortable and equipped with state-of-the-art facilities like pressurized cabins fitted with special oxygen kits. After Golmu, the capital of the Qinghai province, at 3,800 meters or over 11,000 feet, the air begins to thin perceptibly, and oxygen is released throughout the train, making it easier for passengers to breathe normally. And through the journey, there are constant announcements asking passengers to contact rail staff if they felt uncomfortable. The coach attendants are quick and responsive, even though few of them speak English. There are 3 kinds of tickets you can buy. A standard coach ticket from Beijing to Lhasa, called a hard seat, sells for $48. A hard sleeper or bunk is $106, and a shared compartment or soft sleeper is pegged at $148. The soft sleeper coach also has folding seats, which allow you to sit and gaze at the awe-inspiring and stark Tibetan plateau. There's no fear of going hungry on the long journey, since the dining car is well stocked with freshly cooked food. The menu is Chinese and Tibetan: noodles, momos, steaks, grilled fish, but vegetarians would find the going tough. Beer lovers, on the other hand, will be pleased to discover that a can of Chinese beer is just $1, and even cheaper than a bottle of mineral water. And each province in China makes its own brand of beer. The train slows down 120 to 100 kilometers per hour in the frozen earth areas, where the permafrost stretches across the endless expanse of the Tibetan plateau. It's 10:30 at night and everything on this train is closed down. People have gone off to sleep, and by the time we wake up tomorrow morning at about 6:30, we'll be perhaps at Golmu at an altitude of about 4,000 meters. And that's where the hill section of this train really starts. Sunrise on the Tibetan plateau. Overnight, the topography has undergone a subtle change from the dry Gobi Desert to the greener Tibetan plateau. Through the window, the bewitching beauty of the landscape packs an almost physical punch. Wild donkeys, horses and yaks are framed dramatically against the snow-capped mountains. It's a new day and a new beginning. We are in Golmu at 7 o'clock in the morning after having traveled the whole Tibetan plateau at night. From here, the new section of the railway begins. And at Golmu station, they have started selling these detailed hill section maps. The Chinese had dreamt of easy access and communication to Tibet for at least half a century. This old soldier has been to every corner of Tibet. Yin Fatang is the first secretary of the Communist Party of Tibet Autonomous Region. He came to Tibet in 1951 when he was 34 and worked here for over 20 years. His legendary life is interwoven with mountains of Tibet. Yin Fatang's experience and knowledge told him that China needed to build the Qinghai-Tibet Railway urgently if it wanted to ensure total control over Tibet. And with this proposal, he went to meet Deng Xiaoping, then China's supreme leader, in the early 1980s.
因为这个小平同志特别的关心铁路问题，谈的中间他主动提出来的，赶快论证，是不是？这个就很快赶快论证，赶快上马嘛。
And thus began what Deng called the dream of the century. Work began in 2001, and a year later, President Hu Jintao visited the frontier to meet engineers and construction workers who were battling against terrible odds to build the world's highest railway line. In less than 5 years after the project began, train services have begun operating. The first train rolled into Lhasa on July 1st. We made the historic journey in the first week of August. We are at Nachu at an altitude of 4,670 meters and still 5 hours away from Lhasa.